Welcome everybody, this is Dr. G and this is the Thursday of week 4. And today I want to talk about X-Men, more specifically the new movie on Wolverine. You'll see why in a second, so check it out. Like if you're like me, you like comic books, you like stories and so forth, like most do, you know, and especially Wolverine. Wolverine is a beast, literally. Like yo, he's like, he keeps a lot in. Whenever it comes out in aggression. He's, you know, he's mysterious and so forth. He's like a real, one, he reminds me like a real dude, but two, he has his, you know, his claws and so forth. So the new movie that just came out, somewhat new, what ended up coming out is a story about him, and now he's older. And so check this out. I have to do kind of like a spoiler alert, so sorry, but what ends up happening is there's, and I don't want to tell you too much, but he ends up having a daughter, and the daughter is like stronger than him. She has the same characteristics as him, you know, the claws and so forth, but then she got this dope like thing that comes out of her toe, like how I do. And then there's like a bad guy who's like stronger than him. He also has all these different things and so forth. They're kind of like an upgrade, if you will. So in a way, in a small way, Logan, how it is that he is Wolverine, prefigures the newer model. And the newer model is better, and so forth. His daughter is a beast. I'm not playing. It's amazing what she does. I could rant all day about that because I'm a martial artist, but I'm not. But check it. So what does that have to do with everything? So again, Logan is the Wolverine model of him is a prefigure of the newer model, and the newer model is better. So again, so back to the story of the Bible and so forth. That's sort of like, in a small way, of Moses with Jesus. Why? Moses leads his people out of captivity. Jesus leads us out of captivity out of sin. Jesus, the people are in the desert for 40 days. Jesus is in the desert for 40 days. Moses goes up a mountain to give a law. Jesus goes to the mountain, we call it the Sermon on the Mount, he gives them the new law. Moses, you know, calls God, and God gives him the bread from heaven, the manna from heaven. Jesus is the manna from heaven. And you could do this like over and over. There's a lot of things that you see in Moses that you see Jesus is better than, and he's fulfilling them. Why? Because Moses is a simple man, and Jesus is the God man. Does that make sense? So what I'm getting at is there's things that happened, and once Jesus comes, they're better. So this is what it is that I want you to pray about now that we're about like halfway through Lent. One, your Christian lifestyle. You can see that, you know, especially if you're new or you've been around this for a while. If you've been around this for a while, you can see that, you know, you have grown, or if you've grown for that matter. And then you can also see, if you're a new Christian or older Christian, you can see that those things that happen to you, you know, younger, smaller, even like when you first became a Christian and so forth, how God can, you know, transform those things and use those things in a mighty and bigger way. So what it is that I want you to pray today is, one, what are some of those things? What are some of those things in our background? What are some of those things you've seen in other people and so forth that you've grown for? And ask for God to show you specifically, like, yo, what is it that you want me to see in this? So spend some time in that. But then now, how can I, once I've known Jesus and grown with Jesus, how can I transform that and meet others where they're at and grow from that? And then if there isn't anything, I like how the mystics say it. They say if you're not moving forward, then you're moving backwards. So that might be the challenge for yourself is there anything? You guys have a blessed day.